the road trip from hell, where the gas station is shady, the desert is unforgiving, and the locals definitely ain't friendly.
Welcome back, horror lovers. I am Slash Sister Jen.
Well, I guess that makes me Slash Sister Hallie, and today we are digging into the 2006 remake of Wes Craven's brutal classic, which he did actually executive produce, and was on set a lot for filming, The Hills Have Eyes.
This one takes the original's already disturbing premise and cranks the intensity way up. With radiation-soaked mutants and gore galore and a fight for survival in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. That being said, though, all of the the opening credit sequence, all of the deformities and stuff like that,
all CG.
Oh no, those were real.
Oh, the pictures. Yes.
Those were real. However, those were offspring of people that were exposed to mustard gas, not radiation.
Agent Orange is what I had read. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, also, just want to point out, I guess, I don't know if it's in the script later, but might as well talk about it now. Wes did want, Wes and Alexandra Aja, who directed it, they did want to film in the exact same place that they filmed the original, and they got there and it was full of condos.
Condominiums, so they filmed in Morocco.
Yeah, in Morocco, and apparently temperatures reached up to 120. Yeah. Absolutely brutal filming conditions.
Let's just say that AAA won't be much help out here, especially if you can't get a cell signal.
Yeah. And before we wander into the wasteland, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring-a-ling that grave bell so you don't get buried alive. You stay up to date on all of our new videos, and you don't miss our next review. You don't want to miss it.
Well, strap in, lock your car doors, and hope you don't run out of gas, or hit a giant fucking boulder, or run over a tack strip, or whatever, you know.
Because it's time to slash into The Hills Have Eyes 2006.
Retired detective Big Bob Carter and his wife Ethel are traveling from Cleveland to San Diego through the New Mexico desert for their silver wedding anniversary. With them are their 3 children, Lynn, Brenda, and Bobby, Lynn's husband Doug, and their baby daughter Catherine, and their 2 German shepherds, Beauty and Beast.
I love their dogs' names. I think they're cute.
I love the fact that Ted Levine is on this.
I love the fact that I read a little tidbit. Ted Levine basically ad-libbed his entire performance.
Yeah.
Did not follow a script. Everything. I
think he probably had like a script in place with lines that he could say, and he just kind of made up everything as they went. Which, I mean, to be fair, if you're Ted
It's a great performance.
If you're Ted Levine, I wouldn't argue with Buffalo Bill either.
Me either. I'd probably end up in the bottom of a well, being screamed at to put the lotion on. And as a plus-sized woman, I am actually afraid of Buffalo Bill. Anyways, they stop at a gas station where an elderly attendant suggests a different route through the hills.
Yeah, but he did have that altercation like before the family shows up, saying, basically yelling to the family in the hills, "I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be your gopher." And yet he still does it.
Yeah, he still does it. Claiming that it will save them a few hours if they take this little shortcut. Not long after being on that road, their tires are punctured by a hidden spike strip, causing their car, which is towing a trailer, with people in it to crash, and it appears as though the axle's broken. I mean, the car is completely they can't just replace the tires. This is something that they'll have to have fixed. They're gonna have to have that towed.
Yeah, it's not a simple fix that they can do themselves. In fact, Doug asks Big Bob if he can fix it. He's like, with what tools?
Right.
It's a broken axle.
Right.
No, I can't fucking do it.
Right.
Bob and Doug set off in opposite directions to find help. Bob goes back to the gas station. Doug continues down the road, while the rest of the family stays by the trailer. Beauty escapes. Somebody's always escaping in these.
Somebody, always. Because you always say it.
I know. I blame, Pixar.
Yep.
And when Bobby chases her into the hills, he finds her butchered, gutted, and basically left for dead,
Yeah. Gross. Missing a leg too, maybe?
I'm gonna assume so, just based solely off the fact that Goggle is eating
the leg.
Eating something that looks like a leg.
Yeah, it looks like a leg. Horrified, he flees back to the trailer, but falls off the hill on the way, knocking himself unconscious. A timid yet kind-hearted mutant named Ruby protects him from her brother Goggle.
Yeah, see, Goggle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. He was eating the dog leg.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bob arrives back at the gas station, where he finds newspaper clippings detailing various disappearances in the area after recent nuclear tests at a mining town by the U.S. government that caused the mutants' deformities, as well as a bag of what he deduces to be the valuables of the missing victims. Or some, at least, because obviously Doug finds the crater with the cars and everything. So.
Right. But Big Bob confronts the attendant.
Hiding in the outhouse.
Yes. Who then takes a weapon to his own head.
He puts the barrel underneath his chin, and there goes his head again.
Yep. Yep. That's what happens. Bob...
I was studying to be a paramedic at one point in time, and I actually watched video footage of somebody that did that in real life. Put the barrel underneath their chin, pulled the trigger, and their head was gone, but they were still alive. It was just a pile of meat. They had a breathing tube. It's horrible shit. Don't ever be a paramedic, guys. Anyway.
Carrying on. He confronts the attendant, Big Bob. He confronts the attendant, who then does what Hallie was just talking about with a weapon. Big Bob attempts to flee in an abandoned car, but is subdued by the mutant leader, Papa Jupiter, but...
Yeah. They don't call him Jupe in this.
No,
they don't actually refer to hardly anybody by their names.
There's Ruby. Ruby gets her name set up quite a few times.
Ruby and Goggle,
mm-hmm.
and I think that's about the only names I heard said.
Yeah.
After Bobby is found by Brenda, Doug returns after heading towards the interstate. All he discovers, however, at the end of the road is a huge crater filled with numerous abandoned cars and other belongings. By the way, that crater, like the pull-out shot, all those craters were CG.
Yeah. I read that on IMDb, probably.
Oh, yeah.
When being pursued by Papa Jupiter, Bobby confesses his story to Doug and Lynn about Beauty having gone missing and him finding her. Just as Pluto and Lizard infiltrate the trailer, they attack this scene. Man. Okay, so I'm full confession. My all the way up until this scene, my 12-year-old was watching the movie.
Yeah.
And really, there wasn't that much before this that was really bad. I mean, it was really it was Beauty.
Well,
and she was like, "Mom," I go, honey, I don't want you to watch this. And she goes,
at this point, Big Bob had already been set on fire, though, so she saw that too.
Yeah, but she had closed her eyes. Oh. So and so I said, "I don't want you to watch this," and she goes, "I'll just close my eyes again." And I was like,
No.
I need you to go to your room. I was like, "Sorry, honey, I'm gonna need you to go to your room." And she was like, okay. Cause yeah, y'all, shit gets wild from here. They attack Brenda. Jupe comes in and really attacks her. It starts with he does get pulled away by Lizard, but then
that's not Papa Jupiter.
Who is it? The big-headed guy.
It's Cyst.
No, Cyst is the guy with the headgear at the end. Played by Greg Nicotero, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Hang on, pause recording, because...
So, at this point, Bobby starts freaking out because he's like, there's people out there. You know, like, he wakes up from...
hills have eyes.
Right? So he's like, there's people out there. There's somebody out there. Somebody killed Beauty. Like, she was gutted, you know, and, like, freaks out. And they're outside and he's telling them this. Just as he's telling them this.
He's telling Doug.
Yeah, telling Doug this. And basically kind of at the same time, Pluto and Lizard show up. They're two of the mutants. Pluto's this big-ass dude with, like, a misshapen head. Kind of looks like Sloth from the Goonies. And then Lizard... and then Lizard is kind of just like a average sized dude with like a hair lip,
a really bad hair lip.
Yeah.
Worse than the Tooth Fairy from Red Dragon.
Yes. And they break into the trailer at the same time. They attack, and I mean, both of them really do assault Brenda. It comes from both sides.
It doesn't explicitly show as much as they did in the 77 version, but we're led to believe that they raped her.
Yes. So, like, Olive was sitting there. I made her go, thank goodness, because it was literally right as this started. But right after this, like, as they're in the trailer, the other group, or whoever has kidnapped Big Bob at this point, ignites him on fucking fire while he's tied to a tree, really. Like, isn't he tied to a tree?
Yeah.
Or like some kind of something
like X shape.
Yeah, and he's got his arms stretched out. I mean, it looks like he's attached with barbed wire. I mean, it is.
They do get him down though. Like, Doug gets him down.
Fucking crisp.
But they actually ignite him to distract the others so they could get in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When Lynn and Ethel return to the trailer, Lizard shoots both of them. Well, he shoots Ethel first, and then he shoots Lynn, who doesn't die right away, and neither does Ethel, before abducting Catherine and escaping with Pluto. Doug and Bobby return. Actually, Lynn does stab Pluto with a screwdriver or whatever.
Right.
Lynn and Ethel die shortly afterwards. The mutant Goggles, staying behind for recon, is set upon by Beast and mauled to death. That's what you get for eating his sister.
Yep.
Or girlfriend, or whatever. I don't know what the dynamic is between those two dogs.
Yeah, Beauty and Beast. They could be brother and sister.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, they were both German Shepherds. So.
Right. Yeah, this whole scene is jarring. There's
I still think
a point where
one was a little bit more jarring.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one is just, it's so, I gotta talk about the camera work in this movie and the sound design. And I think the sound design is why it makes it so jarring for me. There is a lot of loud noises in general, but just the way that it's set up, it is beautifully mixed. You get a lot of, like ringing that happens when explosions happen. Like the sound design in this movie is, I think, what makes it. I also think that it's, like color-wise, very, very similar to the original.
Yeah, I mean, when you're shooting in the desert like that, you need that muted, warm palette.
Right, but there's literal scenes like when Bobby is running through, like running back from having, or looking for Beauty, I think, and he's wearing like this kind of muted green, but there's like green plants in the background that are bright ass green, and it's like jarring how different they look compared to the brown ass landscape of the rest of it, So I don't know. It's and seeing Ruby with her red jacket on,
which
like
she stole from Bobby,
right? But it is really, really cool to like see the color pops that are in it. I think it makes the movie really, really interesting.
Definitely.
Anyways, the next morning, Doug, along with Beast, set out to rescue Catherine because they fucking stole the baby. They stole the baby.
I do feel that we need to point out that Doug probably has the greatest character arc of everybody in this film. He starts off as a mild-mannered cell phone salesman, constantly being berated by Big Bob, calling him a pussy, pansy ass, all this other shit because he doesn't know how to handle himself. He's not a real man, the standard alpha beta bullshit. But yeah, he goes on a redemption path that literally raises hell.
Yeah. I also just think that the cinematography is really, really great in this. The way that it's shot is really, it's well made to the point where like it gives you a new look at it, but it's still pretty shot for shot with the original.
Right.
But yeah, Alexander anyways, so the next morning, Doug, along with Beast, set out to rescue Catherine, and he comes across basically a town, a village that was abandoned during nuclear testing, and it was a mining town with a cave system. But he is quickly knocked unconscious by Big Mama.
And thrown in a meat freezer.
Yeah. Is it a meat? I don't know. It's not on. I don't think it's on.
No,
I don't think it's keeping anything cool.
When I worked in a grocery store, we called them coffins. Ironically enough,
Appropriate.
That's actually what they're called in the industry. After awaking in an icebox containing previous victims, or at least remains of previous victims, he escapes and encounters Big Brain, who reveals the mutant's origin to him. Pluto appears and attacks Doug, but he manages...
Hey. Big Brain, do you know who plays that guy? Do you remember the movie Go?
Yeah.
Yeah? You remember Simon from Go? The one that, was supposed
shit.
to originally sell the drugs to the kids, and then he ends up changing shifts and goes to Vegas?
Yeah,
That's Simon.
The Brit.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
That's him. I know. Obviously, he doesn't look anything like...
Obviously.
Even watching the movie, I was like, well, whoever played that person is in heavy prosthetics. So I grabbed to my phone. Yeah. I went to my phone and I was like, nah. But yeah, sure as shit.
But he reveals the origins of the mutants to him. Pluto appears and attacks Doug, but he manages to gain the upper hand and kill Pluto with his own axe before another mutant cyst.
Yeah.
Oh, before killing another mutant cyst.
Yeah, Cyst has been kind of out around the property, essentially gathering up bodies. Because, they eat them too. They're not just mutants, they're cannibals as well.
So it's New Mexico or is it just Appalachia? Because, Wrong Turn, it's Appalachia.
I mean, Wrong Turn basically stole from this movie. We talked about that the last time we reviewed this movie. We did. Well,
the original.
Yes. Yeah, the original. This isn't our second time reviewing this movie, but we did do the original.
We will probably never do a re-review of a movie. I don't see the point. This isn't James. We're not kill count. We don't need to recount the dead.
We don't need to recount the dead because we're not counting anyone. So,
no. That being said, 17 bodies to be dropping this.
Yes. What were we saying? Oh, with the axe. So Cyst has been out walking around. He kills Pluto. Doug is inside. He kills Pluto. He does kill Big Brain as well. And then he's walking around. This Cyst guy has been stalking the property, gathering up bodies and whatnot. That's Greg Nicotero, one of our favorite effects artists.
Greg Nicotero and Howard Berger did the makeup effects for this.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So two of the three K&B.
Yeah. Jinx. Anyways, that role was actually played by Greg Nicotero, and he then promptly, buries that axe into his head too. I think repeatedly.
Nah, I
Sis
think
gets it pretty good.
I think he just hits him the one time, and then he walks off with the shotgun.
Okay. So after ordering Lizard to kill Catherine, Big Brain is mauled to death by Beast. Yeah, he doesn't kill Big Brain, does he? Beast gets him. Yeah, so he gets on the radio and tells them, whoever's got Catherine, to kill the baby. And Beast then, protects his family and mauls that big nasty thing to death. Ruby, however, manages to take the baby from Lizard and escapes through the hills.
Back at the trailer, Brenda and Bobby build an explosive trap, which they set off when Brenda is attacked by Jupiter. Meanwhile, Doug catches up with Ruby, but Lizard attacks them before Ruby can hand Catherine over. Yeah,
so the trap is really cool. So they had found a fishing rod.
Yeah, so when Doug found the crater of all the abandoned vehicles and stuff like that, he found a fishing rod that they jerry-rigged with tripwire to let him know that, hey, somebody's coming.
Yep. And at first, they get kind of thrown off because some tumbleweed catches the line. Mm-hmm. But then they actually figure out that someone is there, and they essentially lead him towards the trailer and blow his stupid ass up.
Well, I mean, Bobby is shooting him with the pistol that he does have. So
yes. Not very good job at it, but he's also it's dark and he's running and he's shooting behind him.
It is daytime.
Yeah, that's right.
It's daytime, and he is running, but he's shooting behind him without looking over his shoulder properly.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have an accurate shot without lining it up.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. But they do set off the trap, and then it kills Jupiter, and then Doug catches up with Ruby, and Lizard is trying to stop Ruby from giving Catherine to them, but Doug don't play around. Yeah, a struggle ensues, and Doug defeats him with Sist's shotgun, so he took the shotgun from Sist. Ruby then gives Doug his baby back, which, thank goodness. Lizard, who is still alive, aims the shotgun at Doug, but Ruby tackles Lizard off the cliff, killing them both as they fall to their death.
Well, presumably.
Presumably, I assume they're dead.
I don't know why they wouldn't be. Bobby and Brenda find Jupiter wounded from their trap. Brenda kills him with a pickaxe. The siblings are reunited with Doug, Catherine, and Beast. As the survivors embrace, an unknown mutant watches them from afar through binoculars. There's actually been somebody doing this throughout the entire film. We've been getting like these like POV shots of the binoculars and everything like that. But yeah, they're still trapped in the middle of fucking nowhere. No vehicle, no chance of getting a vehicle.
Yeah, and if they walk back to that gas station, it's
they're just fodder. They're cannon fodder.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's where we end this though.
Sucks to be you guys. Bunch of dead bodies inside your trailer of your own family.
The trailer's not.
Well, and yeah, I mean, they're incinerated, I guess.
The trailer in the Suburban went.
Yeah,
so,
with their family members inside of it.
Well, only one.
Lynn and the mom.
Yeah, Ethel was removed by Papa Jupiter.
That's right. He was gonna eat her. Mm-hmm. He got a little hungry.
Tasty apple.
All right, so for me personally, I actually like this better than the original.
I did too. When it initially came out, but I do like the original better now. Because the original is, believe it or not, the original for 77 is, to me, a little bit more graphic than this.
Yeah.
There's more gore in this, but the grape scene specifically was more graphic in 77. Mm-hmm. They got away with so much more SA in films than they can ever get away with now.
Yeah.
You know? And mind you, this is still 20 years old. Mm-hmm. You know? But I did enjoy it. I thought that the acting was, done beautifully. The makeup effects was done beautifully, and the story itself it could still be relevant today. You know, you could still drive out in the middle of the desert, break down, and have somebody cannibalize you. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it's a bloody machete up for me.
Cool. Goody sky.
All right. Well, let's get it out of here so we can start thinking about what we're going to do next.
I already know what we're going to do
next.
I do
too.
We're going from one sadistic son of a bitch to another.
A family of sadistic sons of bitches to a sadistic son of a bitch who likes to, bring other people into his game.
You want to play a game?
I do want to play a game.
Let's revisit a franchise that we haven't done in a little while.
It has been a little while. We did the first two.
We've done the first two, but they were spaced out like by almost a year.
Yep. And we've been a little while since we did the second one, but let's continue on with Saw number 3.
Saw 3, y'all. Which was initially supposed to be the end of Jigsaw and Amanda's story.
Which makes sense, and you can see the conclusion in this movie. So yeah, make sure you watch this movie before you come back to us in a couple of days now.
Yeah,
we're doing it spooky season style, you guys. We are hitting you like crazy with video after video after video. So make sure you watch this and come back and hang out with us while we break down this movie. So. Until next time, make sure you slash the subscribe button.
Stab that like button.
And ring that grave bell so you don't get buried alive. You can stay up to date on everything we're doing right here on YouTube.
Until next time, we will see you all in
the afterlife.